with all my rhymes. I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying and holding you.
What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to Hanging with Hillbilly for another Hillbilly reaction. Here we go. This one's going to be REN for Joe. Now, I did a video, which I'll put at the end. I'll put at the end of this one. It'll be somewhere in this area right here. But it was a artist behind the music segment that I've done on REN. And I believe Joe was maybe his best friend when he was younger. And Joe took his own life. And Ren's had a hard time dealing with that, over the years. And my understanding is this song was a song that he wrote, which is kind of a signification of him, of closure, of some sort of closure, right? So anyway, let's go ahead. I'll quit rambling on here, and we'll go ahead and get into it. So here we go. So does anyone know where, if you know where this was recorded, let me know in the comments. I'm just wondering if maybe that's maybe Montreal up in Canada. I don't know, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful skyline there.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double dot.
Ooh. Man, the oceans came from my tear ducts. Wow. Let's go back a second. Beginning of that.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside the trunk, inside the pickup truck, then dumped that whole thing over that same bridge the night you jump. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility.
Wow. Wow. I mean, he said a lot just there, and daggone, that was tough.
Vividly, what it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as hell. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Justin, Sega, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. Distance is my plaster cast to tell the truth. The day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find the angle. All I find is missing you, man.
And you can hear the emotion in his voice, as he's speaking these words. I don't want to say singing, but he is kind of keeping like a rhythm with it all. So, man, that's brutal. That's brutal.
Myself to close the gap, I never even call them up. Distance is my plaster cast to tell the truth. The day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find the angle. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. with all my rhymes. I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine, not the way that it worked. I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I can find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you, absurd, fuck.
So real quick, when I was doing my research again, I did learn about a little about Joe and about this incident that occurred. I know REN did and I'm not sure how recent it was, but raised some money for the nonprofit group that scoured the waters and searched for his friend. That was just that bar about, never getting to wave goodbye to the hearse. That's tough. So yeah, man, that's some rough stuff. But I'm gonna rewind it back here and listen to this beautiful piano again.
Listening, I love you, man, I miss you, absurd, fuck.
I wish I could play piano. That's amazing to me.
Another domino, it falls. Across the way another's born. How you're supposed to raise a child and give it courage from a storm. In a world that is confusing, contradictions pave our flaws. Some will say we're only human, others judge us for our flaws. Some get born in sheets of satin, some get by in tattered clothes. Some will die before they live, that's just how the story goes. But for those of us still with us, who reside inside our hearts, tell them proudly how you feel. And for those of us who aren't, freckled angels stand strong, freckled angels live on, freckled angels climb higher, freckled angels still inspire, freckled angels won't forget you, teach me to live my life better. 13 years and still I miss you, now my wings are missing feather, otherwise I'd come and join you. But for now I'm here on earth, stuck inside this mortal body, but for everything it's worth. Made me braver, made me wiser, made me stronger, made me true, made me face the world with courage, and that's all because of you.
Wow. Yeah, so Freckled Angels, I think that was the first album that he completed, and my understanding was he recorded the whole thing from his bed. He couldn't really leave his room. He was so sick. And I know he talked to the Sony execs or something about if it was okay if he used that, because that's what he was really writing for the album he's going to do with Sony before their contract expired. But yeah, check that all out in the video here at the end of this video. But yeah, man, this he said so much. It's a Freckled Angel, and he's referring to Joe as being that Freckled Angel, I believe.
This mortal body, but for everything it's worth. Made me braver, made me wiser, made me stronger, made me true, made me face the world with courage, and that's all because of you. Freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest. With their wings, they fly the farthest. So I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels live the longest, and their minds, they are the strongest. Oh, their friends, they are the fondest. So I know you're gonna be okay.
Man, you could really see the pain in his face there. That's incredible. That's a credible tribute to his friend. Wow. Yeah. So that one kind of got a hold of me. That's terribly, terribly sad. I hope he does find some kind of peace in that, in that, you know, what do you say? With his music, you know, and keeps on keeping on himself, you know, and writing great music that we all enjoy reacting to. Ah, man, yeah, that was good. But anyway, if you enjoyed this reaction, be sure and smash that thumbs up button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. This one was a tough one, but you know, Ren knocks it out as always. The piano was beautiful. Really good song. I enjoyed it. It definitely invoked emotion. In the artist, you could see it and feel that, and to me, that's what I like about I really enjoy listening to artists and visually seeing artists that you can hear the emotion in their voice and see it in their expressions. And this one you definitely could. This was a good one. This is a real good one. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. I'm Hillbilly. This was Hanging with Hillbilly. I'm out of here.